Hey, it's Kristen and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few trends that are going to be very popular in 2018 that you should not buy. There's been a lot of fashion weeks going on, a lot of new trends coming out, and the majority of these trends are going to be out of style in less than a year. And that means a lot of people buying clothes that are very quickly going to end up in a landfill. That's a problem because the fashion industry is one of the top 4 most polluting industries in the world. So this is why it's so important that when we're buying clothing to make sure that we're buying something that we're going to wear for a long time and not just following a trend that's going to be out of style in a few months. So I headed over to Ecosia and did a little search to discover what the most popular fashion trends are going to be for 2018. And Ecosia is a search engine that plants trees while you search the web. Because I'm so woke, even my search engine is conscious. I've actually been using Ecosia for a really long time now, so I was so excited when they reached out to me to sponsor this video. And before you skip this part, just take a second to learn about Ecosia because it's a free search engine. They're not asking for your money. They also, unlike other search engines, they don't take your private information and sell it to third parties to make a profit out of your identity as a person. And the other thing is that Ecosia plants trees with 80% of the profit generated from your searches, and Ecosia users have already planted more than 20 million trees. And actually, by the time this video goes up, it's going to be more than 22 million. Trees are so important because they help cool down the planet. They make our air cleaner. They also help prevent landslides and floods that can be literally life-saving for so many people. Trees also provide a home for species that are going extinct, and trees can also improve the quality of life for a lot of people around the world. So that's why what they're doing is so important, and you don't have to do anything. You literally just have to sit down and just search for stuff, which is something that we all just naturally do. And you get to help plant trees by doing nothing. It's gonna take you just a few seconds to make it your search engine, your main search engine on your browser or on your phone. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's really quick and there's no reason not to do it. So let's plant some trees now. To make Ecosia your default search engine, simply type ecosia.org in your address bar, then click add to your browser, and you're done. If you're using Internet Explorer, the top right search bar will automatically use Ecosia as its default search engine. And if you're using Google Chrome, just open a new tab. And on your mobile device, you can simply download the Ecosia app from the App Store and use that as your main search engine. And the app is also really cool because they have a lot of articles and information on their latest projects, so you can learn where they're planting trees and the impact that they're having on the environment and people. That wasn't too hard, was it? So I hope you've all joined in and made Ecosia your main search engine. And if you do want to learn more about Ecosia and what they do, you can check the links in the description box below. So now for the trends that I would advise you to not follow in 2018. Of course, you can dress whichever way you want. And if any of these trends is something that you have personally been wearing for a long time, then definitely don't follow this advice. If this is a trend that you are thinking of trying, then this is simply just my advice on just don't. Don't, it's not worth it. So the first trend that we're gonna be seeing a lot this year is strong shoulders, jackets with shoulder pads. The 80s are back, and they're gonna go back to where they came from in a year from now. So don't invest your money on a new jacket with shoulder pads and strong shoulders. But if you do want to follow this trend, you can very easily do it by going to your local thrift store and just buying a big ass jacket with big ass shoulder pads on it, if that's what you want to do. The second trend that we're going to be seeing a lot is feathers. And this is just wrong on so many levels. I remember feathers were back in the 90s, my mom had a few tops with feathers on them. And I haven't seen feathers on clothes for like more than a decade. So this is a trend that's gonna go really quickly out of style. But the other problem with this is that it's just cruel. The feathers aren't just collected from the ground. They don't grow on trees. They're ripped off of animals. It's painful and it's inhumane. And you're just gonna look like a half-plucked chicken. It's just stupid. I'm sorry. I'm trying to contain myself and be a little more polite about this, but I can't. It's dumb. Third trend is plastics. We saw a lot of them in the end of last year, and a lot of YouTubers doing this whole trend of wearing plastic clothes out. The problem with the plastic materials is that it turns yellow, so it's not going to be wearable for a very long time. Plastic clothing also makes a lot of noise and it's gonna draw a lot of attention to you. So you gotta be mindful of, do you want attention and do you want people looking at you when you look like yesterday's meal wrapped in cellophane? Like, do you want that? I don't know. The alternative to that is you can just go for sheer fabrics, which I think look a lot prettier, a lot more expensive, a lot more tasteful if you are going for that clear fabric look. If you do want to try this trend out, a very easy way to do it is by just accessories. So I have thrifted a visor hat, which kind of does incorporate that clear plastic look without really covering my body in it and without buying something new and contributing to the production of more plastic. Another trend is maxis, so maxi dresses, maxi skirts, and obviously I'm not insane. I know that that's something that's a timeless piece, and maxis have always very regularly come in and out of style. The issue with maxi dresses and maxi skirts is that they are not flattering on everyone, and I have personally struggled so much with finding maxi skirts, and I've just made my peace that I am never gonna find a maxi skirt that's gonna look good on me and flatter my body type and just make me feel confident in it. So it's a very specific style that goes on very specific body types best, but you know, you can wear whatever you want and you can wear whatever you want with your personal body type. Just keep in mind, if you just keep trying on maxi dress after maxi dress or skirt and you notice that something just looks really off and you don't feel confident in it, it's fine. Just welcome to the club. I would just recommend to not buy them because you're probably not gonna ever wear them out. Next trend is an accessory trend, and it's I think it's called like X-Girl sunglasses. These sunglasses are sort of Oakley-ish, which to me is like huge flag to say just hell no, never wear those sunglasses, but they are in style right now. We're seeing a lot of Kardashians wearing them and Hadids wearing them, and they're not gonna be in style for a very long time. They're not a very classic shape. So yeah, I would say don't invest in them, especially sunglasses that are so expensive. It wouldn't be a very wise investment because they're going to be out of style really quickly. And then the final trend is specific colors. So whenever there's like a specific color in fashion, this just kind of a little bit angers me because it's a great way to market specific colors, have a specific color palette that is in style, and then it's very quickly next season out of style and you have to move on to a different color palette. So all your clothes are now out of style, you have to buy new colors. So what I would recommend in this situation is to just stick to the colors that you feel you like or that colors that flatter you. The best way to experiment with colors is to just go to the thrift store and just try on things that you wouldn't normally try on to see if there's like maybe some colors that look good on you that you haven't tried before. And then for 5 trends that I think are gonna stay in style or are gonna be very easy for you to follow for this season without really having to buy anything or yeah, that kind of thing. The first one is that we've been seeing a lot is the fanny pack, and I know this is definitely probably gonna be out of style very quickly, but I love this trend and it just makes my life a lot easier because I rather have my hands free and I also don't want a backpack because anyone can rob me. The fanny pack is just so convenient because you have everything you need right in front of you and no one can steal you, or at least it's harder for people to steal you. I don't know. I like this trend and I hope it sticks around, although I don't have a lot of high hopes for it. And the best thing about it is that you can just thrift a fanny pack or make a DIY fanny pack, which I'm gonna do with a belt and a thrifted purse. And yeah, stay tuned for that, just because it's gonna be cool. And then the other trend is what we're gonna be seeing a lot this season is a lot of pink. Ha! And this is, I just thrifted this from the thrift store. You can find a lot of pink there. And another color trend that is gonna be really popular is pink with red. So if last season you followed last season's trend, which was red, you can combine your red item with a thrifted pink item and there you go. You're done. You're welcome. Third trend is straw hats. I feel like straw hats have been in season every season. Always in the spring and in the summer, straw hats are in style, so I wouldn't be too afraid of that. Next up is dark denim, and that's just something that is a classic style, so that's a trend that is very easy and safe to follow, but just keep in mind, thrifting denim, especially denim pants, is gonna be a pain in your ass. So just be ready for that challenge. And then the final one is fringe, which is something that I've noticed kind of comes and goes a lot. So it's not something that is gonna go out of fashion for an entire decade. So I wouldn't be too afraid to buy fringe if it's something that you like, especially if it's from an ethical brand. Obviously, don't support fast fashion. And if you find it at the thrift store, then even better. I love fringe, and I'm gonna be looking out for fringe items at the thrift store. Yes, I am. So I have been talking for an hour now, it feels like. I hope this video was useful for you and maybe helped you out in, you know, saving money and not spending it on frivolous trends that are gonna be quickly out of style. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think is the worst fashion trend in 2018? Let's spill the tea. I love gossiping and hating on things. I want this comment section to be negative as hell. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button to get updated every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys soon.